Thank you. I don't even know how to hold a mic. So I did not know how to put together a PowerPoint presentation. And so we just put together some photos that will go up of our kids who we're immensely proud of. These photos are of the Project Limelight participants and show us rehearsing and performing our last production, which was Alice, which was a pantomime based on Alice in Wonderland. So I think my introduction basically almost said everything. But again, it always boils down to the why. So I just want to give you a little quote that I like. I feel it's a responsibility for anyone who breaks through a certain ceiling to send the elevator back down and give others a helpful lift. That was said by Kevin Spacey. I quote Kevin Spacey because I work in the film business. I'm a casting director by day job, but this is my heart and soul. Project Limelight means a lot to me because it's about giving back to the community where we were raised, and it's about helping kids, which I really connect with, in a way that I can use my connections in the film business and theater, but our goal is certainly not to turn these kids into performers. It's about self-confidence, it's about self-awareness, it's about giving them an opportunity to try something that maybe they haven't before. As it was mentioned earlier, Project Limelight is a nonprofit. It's a free program. We only have 3 criteria: enthusiasm, commitment, and need. And we believe need comes in a lot of different forms. It doesn't necessarily have to be financial, but a lot of times it is. We picked this area for a lot of different reasons, but one of the main ones is that we love Strathcona Community Centre, and we work out of there. Food security is a really important part of what we do. We believe that without asking kids, oh, by the way, did someone, oh yeah, the kids are here, okay. I wanted to make sure, because they're upstairs, they were practicing their songs. Food security is important to us because we believe that it's important that you don't ask a child if they're hungry. You just assume that they need a meal. And it doesn't matter what kind of background they come from. It doesn't matter what their family situation is. As I always say when people ask me if we ask for a means test, I say no, because a child is not in control of their parents' finances. A child has no input into what they can do or not do. Being in this community, of course, we face challenges. I live down here as well. East of Main is here. Right above us, if you go down towards the bathrooms back there, I invite you to look at the pictures on the wall, which are the kids performing. I just love these kids so much. I'm trying to think what I was going to say, because I'm not very good. I think arts are really important. I mean, how many of you guys were involved in any sort of arts growing up? Just by hands, yeah. I really believe it's important. I was one of those people that obviously, maybe you can tell, was not very athletic. I didn't bond with sports. I think sports are a great way to get kids working together. It teaches them all sorts of things, but not all kids are into that. Performing arts does a lot of things. One thing that we have found since starting Project Limelight is that bravery and commitment and enthusiasm is contagious. So a lot of the kids that start up in our program, they've never been involved with the arts ever. They have never been on stage. They don't have to audition. Everyone gets a part. It's not about being incredibly talented, but amazingly, these kids are incredibly talented. And some of them are even scared out of their pants. So you'll see some kids tonight performing, and they're probably standing back there in the kitchen and they're a little bit scared, so I invite you to really, encourage them on. But what happens is that they work with kids that maybe were in our program before, and we have a very high success rate. I just wanted to mention that for 1 second. We had 26 children start out last January in our 4-month program. It's an intense program, by the way, I failed to mention that. Last program, it was 3 days a week, 10 hours a week. 2 days after school. We transport children from 5 different schools. We feed them every time. We started with kids from 7 years old to 12 years old, 26 children in January, in our show in June in front of 400 people at the SFU Woodward's Theatre, the Fay and Milton Wong Theatre. We had 26 kids. I think that's amazing. You know, not one of those kids quit. We had children with challenges in their lives, and they went through it. So I'm not a great speaker by any means, but I just want to thank you for taking the time to come here and listen and hearing our story.